contemporary approaches. And to chair this session, we have the Most Venerable Thich Quang Ba. Venerable Thich Quang Ba, can you please come to the podium? Come to the stage, please. So next, I would like to invite Venerable Professor Lenagala Srinivasa Thero, Head of the Sanskrit Department, Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. Next, we have our Venerable Geshe-ma Tenzin Lhajun, Sangha member and of the Indian Himalayan Council for Nalanda Buddhist Tradition, Ladakh. Venerable Tenzin Lhajun. Next speaker is Venerable Pramahana Kunpun Klai Suvan Samachito, Vipassana instructor for the Sangha, Ayutthaya Province and the Vipassana Institute at Mahachula Buddhist University, Thailand. Venerable Pramaha Kunpun. Next, we have Venerable Professor Dr. Chantamukha, International Professor of International Theravada Buddhist Missionary University, Yangon. And today's chair is Professor Venerable Lenagala Srinivasa Thero. Professor Thero completed his PhD in the Advaita Vedanta and Buddhist epistemology on indeterminate and determinate perception in 2009 at the Banaras Hindu University. He is an eminent author of many books such as Atharva Veda, translation into Sinhala, General Problem of Indian Epistemology, Nakshatra Diplamala, Sinhala translation, and critical study on Jan Kiharana and so on. He was also the former Dean of the Faculty of Language Studies at Buddhist and Pali University of Sri Lanka. His present position is HOD, Department of Sanskrit at BPU. Professor Venerable Lenagala Srinivasa, please chair this session. Oh, and then, sorry. As a guest of honor, we have Most Venerable Gyabje Kundiling Rinpoche. I think Venerable Thich Quang Ba. I think you can start. Most Venerable Thich Quang Ba, it's your time.
Okay. Well, the Sangha and other delegates still arriving from coffee times, I will be waiting for another few seconds before I start. Right. Thank you very much for that. Dear Mahasangha in the audience and all other delegates, we understand that this session had been reduced for half an hour. We had until the closure of the session for less than an hour, and then we have to be quick and sorry.
Gonda. Da ngarazo tuzu shita mewa inda gyoko shuchi chik dogudo ane ningu suzuki tela yoba inza tuzu gyoko dogo tugudo kongye mewa shuchi che ngarang tenda tikongba Australia che chidang shiza widam re kong da de
opinion that the organization had very cleverly set out for whole day today for discussion on
ane tenda da
Buddhist practices.
tenda labasum gyoko la chi dunzum de rimbasum de gosha chezanta duwe kor tsurum ko kor tenda ngazu song sabre ta tenda di tingi je kor ta sta shila ge kor re shine kor so
Respectful speaker will discuss the samadhi and then
ta tri tenda ngazu choja di shine kor la re en chema di chema ge chokten di ani share ge labe kor chine ta labasum chazan chi sanje ge ta che nyapslenge jila gogo labasum nge bar gogi ba chanda di ya washra tembe na ja shwe
I just like to of course to go through the very brief meaning of today this session number 8.
That in the so undusum geba cha de
Comparative study of traditional and comparative contemporary
that
approach.
joshi
This is quite ambitious topic.
joshi de chidang joshi pogyang buji migya chim buji sha de thanda de sha
How people can put samadhi
chugu so gi ta so gyun da and thundu gi ta gom nyam ni gi bas se ro chu gongje me shu tanda nga zu kundu ge zo wo jab ju kundu no se de shu cho chi de shu cho
This
chi
is very senior and very holy Rinpoche. Welcome, Rinpoche. You are our guest of honor today. We see it honor again. This is His Holiness the 13th Kundalin Tasak Rinpoche. We had met several times in Delhi and here.
Delhi da tie chen ru je cha kha je chen yun cha ko di shu so che zan tri ru je nga zu kundu so pe ba choba lek chue
This
ta
session is discussion around the subject of samadhi in practice and from the sources, I guess from various scriptures, Pali, Sanskrit, maybe others. And this is the comparative study of how the samadhi had been in the past, in the traditional
ta tanda di shibdur chen nyamshi da jibe kortam ta nyamshi da je ne shine ge nyamne nyama khande imbe da te ka sa shine da jibe ta gom ge nyamne de khande thargu me kor so
by many forms, particularly
linger
last
sha
century, from different nationality. We've seen
turanga me na la ta chige khala ta
meditation park or meditation forest or meditation school in Myanmar.
da mema da Thailand la so bala de gom je ge chedu shina ga na to kangba je bela so za gang je so shitagi taso chim chim bore
Important step for us amongst the laity. We all have to go through a process of purifying our mind.
cheza ta nga zo rap chung da an tin kimbala ina ta so se kanda gyu je sang to ta ji da nyemong je chung do tong ya de sim gi shi de kombo do tong ya da de nga zo tumong gi dubja cha de tangana ger chane de kewa der kama ina ya dir zogyo mo indu ta dikor kami tsichingi mashuran chu keso kongde me shu chi
Venerable Professor Lenagala Srinivasa Thero. The professor
three professor linigara sirini tivrano ngojo shuwa ina kon tamshin nang de tangbo cha de
university professor in Delhi, getting the degree from University of Delhi and become lately he's the Dean of Faculty of Language Study and Buddhist Pali.
Kelenia University se cholalom ye khane khona pege nidong lo la pege ta angi thangbo sune thensha ane Delhi ni lo nidong la ya kanda masters ramjambe degree topsha sheza content data pege Sri-Lanka nidong gula Banaras Hindu University Varanasi PhD bonomba thumbatim chacha
Samma Sambuddharajanan Vahanseta Mage Namaskare Veva. Homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One, the Worthy One,
Sangye chumde de
enlightened,
yanda bozo sangye ngumba to
most venerable
chumde de
chairperson,
chumde de
and other
chode ro
venerable
chirisha
sirs. Dear
sangye la to jango de shene ene de zombe
today, I'm so
choro
lucky
poma
to
chadang
be
shwe
here
chila
to deliver
tene de tamshe pe
when I
khogap
was
chidna wa
studying
toje
in
she shwe
India, I had
de
such kind of
khogap ya samje
thoughts to gather all the Buddhist sectors to the Bodhgaya, so that idea was succeeded after
ta
seeing
gindu gi de mango chi tanda de
today.
dojen la zo
I
me
would
ki
like
le cha de
to
pe ni te
visit
de le
the
lamlong shira ya go
healthy
chu sha tu ji che
long
shwe
life
yi
to the His Holiness
eni
Dalai
ta thoma
Lama.
di de de chung de
To
jinu
all
ko
the
jam go jum cho gi
organizers, I would like to
chila
start
tu ji chila mo
my
cho ba yin za
presentation.
yo bu je
My topic
tu ji ji
is
shwe ji da
the
ene de
practice of
ko de nang cha zang la
mindfulness and
tu ji shwe yin
meditation
ta
for
tring ye
mental
shwe di
health.
sim gi ta
Benefits
chode de
of
de to ne
meditations.
gom nyam ne gi pendo ka yu me ko
Meditations
shwe
have
yin
been found
ta
to
pen yu
bring
kar yu me ko shwe
far-reaching
na
benefits
je da
to
gom
those
se
who
de ta
practice them regularly.
nima ta ba gom jeng
If
de
you
ga
are
pendo
new to
ja chum bu yu
meditation,
re
you should expect a few benefits with even your first meditation.
kesi kina so ta
These
gom la
benefits
le thangbo ba jing de
can
wan ta
include
ta na ya
slow
ji gom gi
heart
pen nu di
rate,
nima thangbo ni
release
khora ni
of
ngore khali
physical
khali
tension, the sense of having a break from stress for a few minutes.
ning gi ji ga partan de lulu cha ya ji da
Today,
chak
we
she
are
ya bo
talking
da
about
ane
the samadhi
sem shi shi du ba
session.
cha ya da de gi ge
Before
mong bo re
attaining samadhi, we have to develop our positive thoughts.
ji da ran
And
so
also,
shene ma ge wa ina ya ge we sam ba jing ne bar to je ga
develop the
gynden du ge yang sin se ge ni de gyun sung de ya ta
live in this
gu gu re
society,
ara ji ju zong na de ngen du
problems,
gang ye ma bu shu ji ji zo
developing the negative thoughts.
che zang ta kha du ne ji zo gang ye du ene sem na la sam lo ta nam do ta me shi ba de ma bu chi ge de na ene shen la nu ge re ra le nu ge re
Thoughts and
Ile
also
komshin nge ba di.
views are very
da sam nge ba de ge
others,
mi shen ba le stra ge
the environment.
nu ge ba ma se so so ge ko yu de ko yu sang bu ji tun tu ma re
Various kinds of bad effects because of the
ko yu yin ba ne so so sam lo ge wang ge ko yu shi de ba me ma cha yo re che zang ta gom se pe ke chu cha de re
the benefits build over time. After regular meditations, you will likely see more long-term benefits such as less reactivity towards stress, lower blood pressure,
sem na la nga sam chung wa cha she chung wa
better decision
ane sam lo se wa ta zo ya bu yong wa
resilience to
ane gang ye lo dong ne che nu shu ge yo ba 수고 트는 약고요. 되게 정말 검기 팬도래.
brain.
세상 레벨이 빠지게
The slides
제비슈기
not moving, please
빠르게 된다. 네.
show them to our
등문
audience.
되려나 줘야지.
When we think about our brain,
알아서 소소기 레벨으로 삼았던 거
very
있나?
huge storage
레버디 배치단치나
data.
디나라
We are
지게
using very limited
내주
area
먹고
of
싶으시 된
our
야자
brain.
제게 누바친 보여래.
Here you can see the parts of the brain as you
다디 레벨 샤시 먹고 싶어. 지난 세리 롭정다
student
아 지금 소소 룹룩인 백업 레벨 거잖아요. 되게 잘 겨서 그림이 킹그래.
us
대센수를 민을 열어와.
lives.
되게 최선다. 딜롭정데 나랑 시단 미지나 sometimes 펜더치 보여래.
And front lobe is this brain. I am going to give some explanations about this occipital lobe.
occipital lobes 는 dire.
Practice meditation. It is
안 검겨와이나 등 레벨이 frontal lobe 라이지도.
here we can
디다
see the
야디 잡로라.
they are working
장구진을 요지도. 디 occipital lobe. 코니니라 교도 친구들도.
theta state.
빼고기 강한 요시하게 frontal lobe 야 강한데라.
Are there
마모
in the brain?
다이아테시 듄디.
Actually, they are
딩일라
named as
해바 친구들 요시래.
electromagnetic factors.
다디 로그 큐브 나다 레바디 자디게 베 차와디게 가르 니랑 제진 있어래.
Meditation gives you access to
곰지
your
야와이나
mind's most powerful layers. In our mind, there are three sections: conscious mind,
아나도 삼로 라인 뒤다 텐시 예베 삼로
unconscious mind.
텐시 가야메죠. 야
While
데베
we are naming them, I would like to give you
야 텐시 체가 좀 요바지. 어디를 무슨 요.
the downside of the names. We can see beta brain waves, alpha and theta brain waves.
다 레베나로라 랍기 밍델 알파 비타 가마스 밍 무슨 따샤이레.
Removed because in early studies the scientists couldn't find the gamma waves.
진짜 가마기 랍디 세르베기 레베나로라
Found
나 코니에도 당보
powerful gamma wave.
치수다 가마기 랍 축침부지 레베나라 요버즈 코즈 세르베 니브레스
Subconscious mind, unconscious mind is going to be
다 셈 템바 메바 템바 체섬 요바 템바 템보 요바 디르르 버숨 요디 딘디기 템베 켜보방기 랍기 아네 파르나라 켜바 두구레스
described in psychophysiological terminology as a wakeful hypometabolic state characterized by reduction in oxygen consumption, carbon dioxide elimination, and the rate and volume of
체리기 텐다
respiration.
곰기 레셰 데우디
Increase in the acidity of arterial blood,
다 차날 요도 가르두고 베다 옥시젠 셀룽 지금 소룽데다 두룽디게 라 수비나는 쇠에다 에네 야 표지체 딘디기 켜바치 곰 다진 용구였어요. 저자디 디스기도
slow alpha waves with occasional
곰 켜바이나 테 알파 베디 슈 알파 랍디 슈 침부 차야
metabolism during
오디너리 차니
hours
남규
is probably maintained at the lowest possible healthy level. In the case of the Arahant, as his body is not subject to undue wear and tear brought about by emotional excitement.
곰 영해지 바이나 다 초파단 체중 딘디 구왕기 델 곰 수벌게 닝메서야
Such as
다티 코란 로그 베잔 로에
Mudita and Upekha, not to speak of the higher cognitive state, must necessarily find expression in body chemistry to produce a healthy constitution and a calm, unruffled, serene personality filled with peace, contentment, and the joy of enlightenment. Some Bodhisukha, when we meditate, we can experience the happiness.
당아주 곰 야인도 딩글 로교도 야봇 코츠나서
Condition
semnalola rashing kiwu yong'a ji sosu nyamnyung ton ratchung gore silanga nang simju cheni kozo nyamchi sobe gi dumde di kozo gi chosen yobe ton de jibu na
electroencephalograph EEG measurement
EEG la di tada leba gala ya lota jaya ji yore o di ton de nyamchi sibi dumde di de tembai na
best obtained with eyes closed, generally with higher voltage over occipital region. Meditation practices have gained increasing attention.
The occipital cortex series de nubadi shu kom gyandu chiru dugu bata ane ha lebala kuyang gu ba sochi di kom gi ton ratri dugu sare.
Electrical waves are increasing the frontal
Dunla yobe nga zo logi labdi di shuk chiru dugu sare.
General research group is Kumari KG
Kumari KG sage to GMPP se sobachi do tadiga dinal meeting maintain gudo o di konsama de nyamshi chinge dinala yubi tumirisha
and research laboratory faculty of medical science university
and then soba karkari yumzum Sri Lanka torno rachigi di kutushisha
of information technology faculty of information technology University of Moratuwa Sri Lanka they are supported Lanka hospital
ta de torno ni sum chikche mengang de che chini kozo nyamdo
in Lanka hospital so
Sri Lanka na
meditators
nyamshi tunju jasha
more than 5 years experience in several meditation techniques participated in the study. EEG was recorded for
EEG tarje che jo level lota
prior
tene
and during
dinde tarje che ndu
using the technique. Tranquil wisdom insight meditation, in short form TWIM, with eyes closed. Fast Fourier transformed EEG signals of frontal region.
the doing the lab de la nuba chuba je ga she la kyablo la occipital la de la ya na tumba
Signal results. Average percentage energy variations were contributed by frontal delta 50%,
mingap choose ge du la za ge la ga che ya ru chuba
10%, alpha 33%, beta 5%, gamma 1%.
the alpha beta gamma se lab sumdi gi yowadi maramara ngusre
0.9%,
tadi jaja khasu yumi
theta 3.7, alpha 20.3, beta 3.3, delta 3.5.
chesan tadi lab tu kyongi chadi ge ma nyung tu ya lab yone ge chadi ya khor do yone ta chatu badige lebe chadi ge ya ma do ya ngusre
In this picture,
Pardit
before
na tawai na.
you can see delta
Thambo,
waves are very high. And also
ko de la
delta waves are
dige
little bit high.
lab dige karu chimbo yore gamma da beta
Before
dige karu thoy
meditation, this result can be seen. During meditation, you can
ta
see
gom gyan du
the
water sida
alpha waves are
alpha di
increasing.
ya
Theta
phatro che
and delta waves are
beta dan delta dingi ma nyam du gwa
alpha waves are
theta da
increasing
kuni ni
high.
ma
It is very important
beta nga zu ni ge ne gap da
conclusion of Sri Lankan research. Frontal
situm dong gi na ga ge lebe gi lega chida joro di da chat be gi lab di ma nyung du che ani sem nge se wa da ani chungbo yu na ba ge lab di ya
need to be performed for
khond du gu se ya
They
Gom jain du.
did this research only connected to the frontal lobe.
tadi chu du lebe du nge gi dezen shi do o ti da de ton ko nyem shi so che sha
Producing the positive energy
ta che san do to china subola nuba chi ya ho chi ti gi be number di tung gi kom jana
gamma, beta, alpha, theta, and delta. These waves are well balanced while we are meditating.
che san ta nga zu kom
Gamma
ge be ka su
waves are more important. The frequency range is 40 to 100 hertz. If the gamma waves are not balanced, the mental diseases such as anxiety, high arousal, and stress is coming up. If it is too little, ADHD, attention deficit, hyperactivity disorder, depression, learning disability.
alpha
If we
segi
control
tenda
them,
di labdi yabu mewa ina ane
binding
tenda tempa
senses,
jinge
cognition,
chimbo yong da dili yong
information
sorwa
processing,
chidam
learning, perception,
ane tempa yabu yong mewa da
REM
lo jang
sleep,
che tu mewa
rapid
da
eye movement
dili
sleep.
yong sore
Sometimes you also may have such
rika she je
sleep.
tempa yabu mewa da dili
The eye
ko mi
movements
shiu
are
chi
happening while you are sleeping.
ni ku de wa ina mi
How
yu
to
de ding
control
sore
the gamma waves?
Shazan ta,
Through the meditation. If we
gom yabu
do
ji gyap ti gu na
meditation, these gamma waves
gamma gi
are
labdi ge
well controlled,
pa
well
khol tangzi
balanced.
chi yor koma
So in this
signal tu
manner,
yores
all the waves are having same position. When we meditate, beta waves, alpha waves, theta waves, delta waves
ta de lab sum rum do alpha di
will
tang suba de
control. As a result
dige
of controlling
alpha di
those
par
brain waves,
theta
we
da
can
delta de
produce
ni
very
ma
powerful
cha tu
energy.
tamani di
It can be used oneself and it can be used for the other benefits.
this chanza de indi di so so
Person who has,
gergi pendo
developed
gela pendo yo
his,
bache
waves,
so so lab de ya ko chung de wa ina
he can use his energy,
so so gi nuba
mental
sang di
energy, brain waves,
lebe gi
to cure the
lab de gi mi
sick
shembe gi
people.
na za de se de
Nowadays,
la
we are
pendo che
hearing
wi ngyo re
it in the world. They are using their powerful mental
rika she ge so so gi semla yo be nuba
to
di
cure
pa
the
pyo ta ni
sick people.
mi ne wa de
So
ya
it is
ta to wa de yu ngyo
you
re
can do even you can do it.
Kiran so yu ngyo re
Concluding my
dom jawa ina
presentation, I would like
ni
to
di
inform
shwe di
as much as possible, you try to meditate and develop positive energies.
kan tu tu che so so gom gyam ne so so su ge na lo ne ba ya ko chu ba
Benefit of yourself and for the benefit
so to
of
ba
the
ina ti
persons. Thank you very
rang
much.
la phe ba shen la phe ba ni ga gu re tu chi ches
Thank you very much, Professor. Wonderful paper.
lo ben chimo de la
Our
kron ge
next speakers will be
zum di di cha zon la ja lo na tu chi che shwe chi da
concept is very special. She's only one of the two female speakers of
ta de ne ge shima
conference.
tenzil ha de mix e cha de re nga zo de pu me gi te la ane tam she na ngi cha de re mo ra ge shima cha de re che san ta
Been able to train 50
ta lo
like
debi lo sumju kong samne ta pebe gi pume la ni chuk lo jong tene tama ta kanda gishima tumba de chungere
also as a
shisan di to bangap ju de chung di thuni gishima tenzil hadre magic cha de re
Himalayan Council of Nalanda Buddhist Tradition Head Office. And congratulations of your work, of Geshima. Please start your paper.
shisan da gishima tenzil hadre la tamshi
소로군나 따위미 계산 타바로 중요죠. 세외급에 탑견제 바이 센세 신년으로 귀찮세지. 벽에는 지카시 주셔서 with your permission I would like to just say a few words in Tibetan. And that ne 켜버진 내저 더지들라. 영어로 뭐지 운지나 bet던 점링 계지 견든비 린데데데도 야지 야란지 세가지学기 고급 shum바데 비미시 가보죠. 시에케메 시가고에 가서는 케무즈 넘버 케와 넘버 개비칭의 넘버 되나 쉬어요. 이는 야다 그래서 당부니 군디 소중기 지지시까지 신나시디 지순디 당부 간디치에 나서 삼성 이네야 라버숨기 걸레 지순야 갈로르단단 주시디 라버숨기 걸레 레센데스 까무지 나서라 네 개버전지리 바자샤야다 소소직 마오발야지 딱 갈주거래 마오발라 슬루주비 갑수나래 야와참봉에서 전비 갑라지 소소리 징길라베 된디게 바자샤 시기를 삼질링 일은 쉬샤버든지. So I'm just homage to the Mahasangha who gathered here.
gindik de chimbola kuji shuwe ton kogu shuwa da tanda sanje ngombar zo sanje be saje di
And
tendo
we just take a refuge, the Tibetan.
ta de cha ne nya la kame ma shu ko ne de
I hold the precious Buddha in my heart. So
ane kunjusum da gi dikwa tam so jowe gele ji sanje chen ju yi gu sung se che ju ngwe ta ne
scholars,
ane
practitioners
de
have presented
tamshe nang ye so da
presentation.
tamshe nang ye
related
tenda bu
with
chung cha sang ge so
Dharma.
so tamshe ya bu shu se pe so
Theme of this
ta
gathering,
tri
where you said bridging tradition
de
and
ngara zo chong du de gi ka zo ju shi da ta chi pen ju de lam sa de chung ji da ane
this is
tengrap
very historical
la thangne chi
gathering.
yes du su ju shi yore
And
cha sang
when I was listening to the Venerable from Sri Lanka, it took me some kind of, it brought me some vivid memory. My visit in Sri Lanka 24 years
and
ago.
Sri Lanka gi
And Sri
gyalong
Lanka
khong gi
is
tamshe na
beautiful
yu
island.
Sri Lanka ko la arani ma lo ni sabji khong la
Many times.
chare chung ba yin za ti su su
We
temba su
got
chung
the
su
precious opportunity to visit the highest mountain, where we call it
pege shirpade se pege
flu.
khang chim bu ji ho de ne chuje ro chung su de sang ye purni paper se ki lo gi du Sri Lanka la
Why I'm saying the Sri
di
Lanka
de
is,
shu gu yun zen Sri Lanka de ko la shu gu yun zen di Sri Lanka de ne kheba chen shu cha de re
this morning we were talking about the Vinayas.
entry tana shu nga zo ta dewe ko shu re
And then my topic is
ane
actually samadhi,
ne den de da ma ina ko gi dewe ko shu ge song se bare ta nge ten da de shu e di ta di gom gi ko
samadhi is most important thing. That my belief. I'm not
shu e di ta khanda surum ya go yo ji da ane shirab ya go yo da shirab ya go yo da ane gom gi nyam le di sta gi ke chur sam gi do
the three training and the three higher training.
chesan ta labasum nyale di chi nyam le nga chen ji bang rang mu ju shu gu
I mean,
ta
here
den da
I
sanje
believe
ge
that,
je sung ba ji long chi dang yin
like the three yana holders.
den da de ta
Sarvakayana,
teba kongwo ni da doji teba chi ge de kyawa mo bo chong den di nge de che be shu di
I mean, practice all of them. You know, Lama
Touch
Tsongkhapa says in Tibetan, but I don't have the translation.
mo bo ji king gu re ta nga zo teba chu nyam le ching ge na de ge chama teba sung ba den da de
This is the prayer that Lama Tsongkhapa has done. So,
zong ga be ge chi ru de chu ba sung ba na da
there was some kind of
nga zo ta kan da chi nye de nang chang se sama sang sa sung ga nyam le ching ge cha de re pe gi nang de di
Theravada tradition dogmatism. I personally disagree with that. It is very scientific, as Venerable presented, and the Buddha have actually say here.
ani theravada ge ne de de ba de ge ya de nga zo ri ga she ge le ba jang gu sur che de yor de nge de ngo le shu me
So Buddha's teaching
che
is
san je ge chue de ta kan da de ba ji ya me sha shin ge op chung so yang ge chen yong so
identify
che
the
sung ba yin
evil
zu
evils and
da
then
de ba ngue sung ba chen en
and
to ba
practice the spring virtues. So
bang wa
spring
che
virtue where you have
en ge ba ngue sung ba
level
chen
of
ge ba de che ba
virtues
che
that you can practice. And
and
thirdly,
de
tame
ni
your
mi
mind.
mi
So
yu
the
di ta
practice, what does it practice means? Tame our mind.
nyam ne sla en de su su sim gi de gu ge re mi ge we che mi che ba che ge we che che wa ina ta di nyam ne la gu re
Okay, here. And the lineage of our tradition mean, I mean,
nga
all
zu
of us.
tenda nga su tenda che zang ge nyam sla en ge ta
8 centuries,
tebo
Nalanda
chibi,
Master
dönö
Bodhisattva
gi,
Shantideva, and the text
kyang
is
tura
very,
gewe
very
kyang chumbo
practical
gesu chumbo
teachings that
shiwala gi
anybody can listen, reflect, and meditate.
junju di pe shira gi pe khayo layo gi pe ja yabu shibu chi sui nyamba ina re sui loba ina da
And
khanda
when he says,
kaza
those who wish to guard their
deba khanda
practice
jingi be ne di la
very
yiran ke
attentively
tuwe
guard
chik
their
cha di
mind.
go re
For those who
labar
do
songwa
not
do ba rab du
guard
din
their
sim
minds
sung di
will be-
sim du so
will
ma
be
chen na
unable
labar
to
song
guard
yong
their
min news
practice.
di sung re
In this world, subject
sing we
crazy,
langche
elephant,
lambo yen ta be na me ne ba che ba tar langche
and
ma
the
du nyo ba
mysteries
yi
of the deepest
dina tin re
hell,
ne me che
which can be
ku ni
caused
tembe
by
ta
the
ba ye sing we
unless
lambo tam
elephant
ta
of
na
the mind.
ji ba ta je me ju
But
shin ge ba
the
tam je lao
elephant
do
of my
no
mind
lao
is
do
firmly
ons
bound on all sides by the rope of mindfulness. All fears
se ku ni tembe ta ba ye sing we lambo tam ta
all
na
virtue will
ji ba ta je me ju shin ge ba tam je
my hand.
lao do ons
So
du su
this is
ge se chmu chu ba le sung re
so it's the teaching of the Buddhas.
ta
and
tön dal
the
di
Manala
san je gu
Masters.
sung di so dom ja ne
So,
de ge se chmu chu ba le sung re
How do you really, tame our mind? So
다
Bodhisattva
셈
Shanti
뒤에
Deva
탑시
have
갈
actually
요르시나
put in like 10
게세 좀
chapters,
시발이
and each chapters have
되는
different
준주
contents. So I'm just
리우
read
주베
through
다니에 제
because
중요래
to plant seed for myself. So
시선
one day
된다
I
인도
will be
나랑랑
able to
수기
realize
바자
what
하야
this
된다라 된다 주주 체크하셔야지 봐 잘로 쉬어줘지 쉬어줘
And then
직시
again here,
다 리우게 섬대 리우나라
the embodiment of compassion Buddha. And
다 여름 제다 버지는 아주 다 간다 제레시 메카도 나버려 가지 먼저 쉬고래 제자 다 들이 초조 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 왜 돈에 지제지 연쇼하지 리믹스만 된소 다 상계 좀 되는데 다 계속서 다 상계 거도 이제 여름 제 차대래
And I really believe, you are all practitioner of these three qualities. The mantra meaning of the mantra, you are Lokeshwara, great treasure of non-reflection compassion.
다 된다 믹스면 되셔 밍메 세워서 뒤 제외 당이 받아 주미킴 명도 김배 당이 탑도보디 네 지르도 봐 주점배 양봐 안에 되네 칠레게 당이 두번만 좀 저기 다 상회다보디 네
Blessed with the teaching of the Lama Tsongkhapa. So that's why I want to say this
제르무제 다 릭숨직도 임바
I want to recite again.
송원디 제르무제기 다 같은 템베톤 데리데 sek제디
Bodhisattva Shanti Deva's
고바디
about the meditative
liu jebe nang lo la
concentration.
disung yo ta
This is the identification of the meditative concentration. And having developed enthusiasm in this way,
대다
I should
준주
place
게니
my mind
니스
in concentration
준주
for the person whose
게니
mind
니
is
디네
distracted
띵에
with
지나
growth
샤스
between the fangs of disturbance.
셈네 나브라 예we 미 뇨모 치베
However,
차나
through
네
solitude of body and mind,
류다 셈네 웬바이 나브라 예we 미 중고
occur. Therefore, I should forsake
대외
the
지대
worldly life
방차신 나브라
and completely
또바
discard
용소
distorted
방
conception.
용소 토로
Worldly life is not
차베
the
치나 많이
because of
차
attachment to
차베
people
치다
and
예소라
curving
세베
from
지대 미
and
본테
the like.
대외
Therefore,
대다
I shall
용방라
entirely forsake
케베 대다
these
제바
things,
차스
for this is
다
the way
뭐나
in
된다
which
로에
the
다라네
wise behave. Having understood that disturbing conceptions are completely overcome by spirit insight endowed with calm abiding, first of all, I should search for calm abiding. This is achieved through the genuine
띵에 추어서 식제지대 참마소
And what does it mean about meditation?
뉴몬 뽕어도 바이 시네랍도 공부차세 좋아 어디 측도 참부대 인지남도
So here I recited earlier, but because of there's a reason for me to recite this. Can you see this picture? Which
제르버지게 빠르 디 콘등에 제르버지 떼바디 앙에데 롱당바이 제르버지 소디디 되게 껴바이
Buddha of wisdom and Buddha of
상계주
power.
딱한다 제르버지 응주 제체나 르숨 주디도 지기요래
And he have mentioned in his text
that's
called the
된다디
Song of Stage of the Path to Enlightenment.
남름 냠게 나올라
So
디숭요래
enlightenment can have different understanding with the context.
다치단 enlightenment에 타니디
Text,
and
but
주인나라 다 자주 전부 먼저 쉬고래 지난 용다 양지 그까지 타르발기 왜 드는 거 제가 뭐 디수도
And meditative concentration is
다들 someday similar one you get but shana you may real one pushing 당나 게베 미박군로 쭉 루슴 레소 with 대천된 대문이자 대다 신의 년조 왕보 남 나의 다좀 띵진 균도된 주진 라면님네 대다제 다들 다견 대시 경찰로스
The venerable guru practiced in this manner. I, the seeker of liberation, will do likewise. Wisdom is
셔럽 사모 땡이 따웨 미 세베자와 투네 진베 람 숭랍 끌랭아베 연데들 뜨무메서 좀 쳐도
treasure
더
of excellent praise in the scripture. The supreme
소라
lamp that
끌랭아베
dispels
연데들
the darkness of
뜨무금
ignorance.
뜨메서 좀
Realizing
쳐도
this, the wise
차인게래 조인게 말에 대다시네 타도 개바이
strive to
람데
generate
페바투메
the venerable
개발세
guru
주질레미
practices
냠네
that
대서
I,
타도
the seeker of
다간
liberation,
디시
will do
경찰로
likewise. So these are the experiential songs.
다디 저름버지기 신내기
So who have
냠네 소송을
experienced
느끼니 된데지
what does,
마 숭초바데레
passion, altruism mean? What does wisdom mean? So
Tadi
when
yang
you come to the wisdom,
Sheriff's
The
line
three
do.
yanas, I believe the three yanas, Sarvakayana, Buddhayana, or the Bodhisattva yana.
Nyenduk
or Raja
teba, Ranjeg teba, Tebo Chimbo,
think it's the
Sanga
same.
Doj teba.
But I
Dik
have to
Chazan
speak for
Karchan
them all.
Sheriff
When you say wisdom, wisdom means
Sheriff's
meaning
line do ta, the Yugi Tawas, Moma, that Dame with Tawati, Tandachiba,
but for that, we need to do a
Pabu
lot of
Guyores.
critical thinking
Ta
and
ine ya
analytic
di
meditation.
tumu
When you come to
kitsawa
samadhi,
chu
samadhi
mege
means
shirap
meditation.
sedi
Only you have the meditation,
yaguchi
two
hakwala
meditations are there.
ta lojong
And
ta
samadhi
cheba
meditation, which
gyurumbu
is a single-pointed
che gu
meditation
gyure
that we have to follow
ta
in
nam ju chidang
certain
ngaju
steps
gom lai na
to,
che gom da
you know,
jogum sni
inward- to
che ji
center
be
our mind inwardly.
yula
And then at some time we
yula
have to
che ju de ne ba de
analyze.
gom jik che che ju
Analyze
ya mi ba la
analyze
ma ye we
the
ko ne
feeling
ani cheba
when
che di ta
what kind of
la to
emotion arising in our mind, and how can you really overcome this, some of this disturbing mind.
세상 하나도 심 라강에
Making some
망고 여버 윤주
very
심
critical analysis
녀모모디
and
뇌소 같이 녀모모기 미과
and we can discard
다
the wrong
다디
thinking
간데 메버스는
and then
디
develop the positive thinking.
섬타인디
So
다디
maybe
메버
next slide.
된다라는 거 신의 공부요래
And another
다
Tibetan
디제라
yogi,
파리 샤바디
you see that
ngu주 통미 삼백에 된다디 계제 통미 삼베 디나레 라이소디 바나
passion all over Buddhas.
다 지단 전주수비 다니 지기를 신의 랍도 된벨 하도 그 뉴모 넘버 좀 셰신의 통 성미실의 야다 대바이 삼대 공부지 계세 라데인스
is the practice of a bodhisattva. So what does it mean here for formless states?
성미시슬라인디 가르스 거스나
Okay, here. I said the traditional Tibetan Buddhism or the Sanskrit tradition. I believe when you sing Sanskrit tradition or the
Sanskrit
Pali
나로랑
tradition,
아주
the Buddhist
신의
teaching
고메
that we
탑시디다
find in Pali language and the Sanskrit
지단 산제기 쉐디 빨리다
they must
산스기
have-
니가
if
나리요래
you go to like a very technicality, there are some
시사보시는 것도
different
침바 임바이나
explanation
야
may be
뒤에서
there,
제시
but the
마다
essence
텐데
has to be the
요래
same. It's a Buddhayana.
지단이 닝구디 있다 근다 줍자
I
찍바다
have
굴롱
just a
타바도 융로
listed
요바
of
찍고
the-
찍고 차대요래
Maybe I'll just explain a little bit about this depiction. What does it mean here?
다디
We have the six curves, and then we have see the elephant and
다디
the
랑보
meditator or the
제
monks
곰심바직
of
제
monastic.
디네
Doesn't
초
mean the meditation
초도와
can be done only monk, but there are many.
다 지단디 랍중 겐두부치요래 다 제 곰갱에들 차와 잔자 고베 계제 말에 김바이네 제주고 다 비즈니스
representation of
서비스
the three rams, desire rams, form rams, and formless rams. Through meditation of the mind, calm abiding and vipassana, you can go beyond. So that's how you have to meditate.
곰갱이 야 셈네 칸데 칸 다 셈네 고디 고다 롭치 디베티샤 다 돔게마이나
I've shown this picture over here at the next, and the text you can read.
데데
And we
파르직
have this
샤샤데
runic wall
네
of
식제
Nalanda, and then we have a group of pictures down there. And
이만
I'm
저데
very fortunate to visit
날렌데라
November
네조
with the,
가사 네젤 저
wonderful
저
people
초관념도
coming from all over the world
다
who are
디디
doing
미
the
망부
retreat
징념도
here in
땡아저
Bodhgaya,
자주
and we
셈 고메기 된다
great
맞아데
precious time to
다칸다
visit or go
삼로지
for
담바르
pilgrimage
뒤뒤데
on the side.
맞아 네젤
And why I'm
침백도
showing
빠르게
the
디 가진
road
땡두고스
picture on the
단디
above
갸블로데라
and
다 시그로 로아 캉베 시그로 고베 시그로지 땡고
so
이제 가이스나
Nalanda tradition is so rich tradition.
지단전 날렌데게
In present
링루디
in India,
날디
it's,
날렌데 추규디
I mean, there are
시라기
people who are really
링보다
putting effort to
갸시거든데
in
요르데
the restore in Vietnamese, there are a lot
제가
of
나라
things
시라기 냠데 요레
really
따데
effort in,
디 갸소셰게
reviving
보제
ancient Indian wisdom.
나도
So
남이르
I believe the reviving ancient wisdom, the
야가기
knowledge
나라기
should be
다
revived
리슌
in India.
야 갸소셰디
It's
싸와디
like
날렌데기 다 리슌
survive in Tibet and different parts of the
야
world,
갸소
but
슈구그레
then
따디 점링 칸살라
losing in its own birth.
요 말에
Maybe it's
페나로라데
sad. So,
미냐바 준지
I mean,
나토바
when you
인디
go to visit Nalanda, you get
아니
the
초진에
complete
날렌데
on one
네제
side-
도네
one-
초진
on one side of the mind comes,
셈나로라
I feel so fortunate
날렌데
the opportunity to visit Nalanda.
날렌데라
And
천자
the name of
조야데
the
빼
Nalanda is,
개와서 뭐 촌소
so
섬사
precious.
팅도
You know, how many centuries being in this world now?
미망부 미따디 날렌데 천저에 개와 용을 가져요래
And very few people have heard about Nalanda. So we are so fortunate, and personally, I feel so blessed among here. And so I will just conclude with this last.
지난 초진이 아주다 날렌데 추기 증이 베잖아 개와서 개와서 버려 쉬어이
And Bodhisattva Shantideva have put in the 10th chapter where it says, monks desire to practice find quiet and solitary place, and through having abandoned all wandering thoughts, may they meditate with flexible mind. The text has mentioned monk, but I personally will take nuns or lay people or whoever aspire with the Bodhisattva. Take it as
제세 시월라기 가소래 준주라 냠니 칭 수도바 이나야디 자와지 안자 말에 된다디 베전 삼지를 모두 되나 송두 차상게 에네 웬바된 거에 제네 싱글레룬 두게디 직주 차디그레스 타마 주동되라 주동 거서 된 것이 뭐죠 그저 이런 데도 면험다 아니 산제기 최주 나조바되게 삼제 다지게 이런 내배 저도 면 주도 제초와서 도시 아니 투지체 세신 나와라 응아데 감메슈에 고감나와라 투지체 슈에이
for your wonderful paper. The title of her paper is Key Point of Practice to Achieve Samadhi in Traditional Tibet Buddhism.
베지난데 나로라 곰 신의 줍당 거라다 투지 메와이나 아니 게시마기 데비 제르무치기 롱다데 망고치타니 게세시블라 롱데르타니 망고치 줍나소 투지시 슈에체 디제랑조 담시 칭에니워디
Venerable Mahakupon Klai Suwan Samadhito
프라마하쿠노보
Vipassana
Class
instructor for the
Suwan
Sangha at
Kong-
Ayutthaya province, and also he also contribute to Vipassana practices at the Institute at Mahajula Buddhist University in Thailand. And the title of his paper today is Discussion on the
Thailand
relationship
gite
between
gomba
Samatha and Vipassana and how
vara
these practices
vihara se je gilang
in the pursuit
diche
of Samadhi. Welcome, Farmaha.
Pali gola khona ta gom thola de khewa de che anything de chesum de mambati pinge chade sore
Greetings and reverential salutation to all Mahasangha.
de gundu de chimbo de la
Good morning
ane
to ladies and gentlemen.
kuzi shuwangu de tane ta de
Tashila.
ane dwa de chigu nang be
Am I wrong?
gundu chazang da
Tashila, right?
chazang la ane test de shuai
Okay, you can clap. Okay. Oh, wow. Today's topic is Samatha and Vipassana, which practices I'm sure many of you here are fairly familiar with and have already been practicing regularly.
ta nga zo tenda zo shine da lakdong gome ko
From the
re
perspective of
ane
Theravada Buddhism,
jidang de na chazang kingyo ta ine nga zo
practices in Thailand,
ne den de be
for example,
lu la gomdang khade yeme ko shuai
and share these thoughts with you all. In general, by definition,
jidang cha shawa na
samatha means
Chinese la na
or
shivar ne bas
tranquility, and vipassana
sim ni nyoko da tewe
means
shivar ne ba che
insight,
la tong
seeing
sle du
or phenomena as a matter of fact or seeing them
ngoy
as
ne
they
zu di
are.
chi ji mo lo ba yu le je da
Have
yu ba
known would
te da
involve,
ngoy sung bas
the use of
disagree.
conventional things or appointed devices to attain tranquility.
ta
And
shine
vipassana uses the absolute truth.
shine slide du ne sam yu la na ba me ora du ne thap shi de ta ne shine gong yu re shine du sa we je la ane la tong di gi ngoy be ne zu chi ju mo lo ba ta da me be ta wa di gong yu re Adini dewa kharcha de yor sana
Meditation is about the working of the mind,
ta gom slide du sim le rung du we de re
concentration or samadhi. The
sim na ting ze du we di
as
zo gom cha de
for
re
vipassana,
sim yu la
the
ting ze
purpose
ngu
is,
du she
the
tu dal
panya
tam te di
of
gom che
wisdom. The next slide. Yeah, like this. Okay. And okay.
ta di
How are samatha and vipassana
vipassana
related?
ta da la tong da shine dewa kha yor sana
In
dewa
Theravada
kha yor
Buddhism,
sana
there is
manzo ne den de be lo la
stanza or kata or the words
sikje
of
ji
the
gore
Buddha.
sanje rang gi lo ni sum sikje ta di den
Next. Next. Okay, this. Yeah, nati chanang apanyasa.
shira mena an ting ze
Nati
mindus
achayino. Yamhi chanancha panyacha. Save Santike, Save Nibbana Santike, which means
아니 띵에제
there is
메나
no
야 시랍
wisdom,
요마레스
there is no jhana. When there is no jhana, there is no
야
wisdom.
니가르자 파츠 페주 시랍 메나에 띵에제 요마레 띵에제 메나에 시랍
That
요마레스
person is considered to be
싱에데
close
시랍 니가
to Nibbana.
숭데 데와이나 강사
I would
딩니 아니
like to
타바
explain a
라
little
니야워레스
bit about
시드
the
튼다
meaning
디레샤
of this stanza first.
다디 츠지데 튼다 가르치고 있으나 데
Wisdom
시랍
that
세디
composed of diligence, which gives rise to jhana. And jhana refers to concentration that causes wisdom. This verse
디
is
시랍
also
세디
consistent
딱한다
with
시네라
another saying of
랍도
Buddha,
초베 시랍
which
시네기
is-
촐로 초베 시랍 세
Next slide.
아니 디 거기 야나슬레디 다 시랍기 초칭에 시랍 깨버칭기 아니 담에 시랍 깨버칭기 이니
Monks
신의
with
스쿨
a steady mind will know and see the truth. The above statement shows the strong relationship between samatha and vipassana. It seems that the two must be inseparably interrelated and
다
must
시네가
coexist.
라도니 숭데도 곰그거로마도 시네요 바체 라도면 응고 말에 양 유로 제바체 유바 시네 메나 다 초르베 응고 말 숭데니 냠슬랭 고르스
With the aim to free
디
the
미규데다
practitioner's mind from
냠렘바
all
코랑기
impurity.
셈기 고
When
뉴모
we look
셈기
back
뇨고
at the
세트다
practice of samatha in the
미디
days
차데
before
그래
the
셈 뇨고
Buddha's
세
enlightenment, it can be seen that the characteristics do not quite respond with this said stanza. In the Salleka Sutra, the Buddha has clearly stated that
그러나
this
도직
type
다운수
of samatha does not belong only to Buddhism.
딘다 제단 시네디 남바 짱짱기 케주케 말에 남바 많이 발라 요레스 숭을 도크라나 산지
It only means making yourself comfortable in the present. It does not lead to wisdom. However, even though this type of samatha is not the aim of Buddhism and does not share characteristics
셈
of wisdom, it can serve as the
세직바다나 나베 두브제 조 말에 이나야 세직보 둠네 디네 하동 게디다 가서 세직보 두베 고바디 차데레스
are samatha and vipassana that follow the stanza like samatha and vipassana, when come together, have their own specific duties.
다디 시라니 숭데
They are
되어나
usually defined
페뉴
samatha-
친구 요레스
we usually define samatha as
남기 가서 시네스 라이브 두분들
tranquility that is characterized by passive action. But when it comes to samatha in Buddhism, it is active action.
시네가도 있다 유라 메와 제주도 내버제 아니 시랍기 차와치베게 남샤도 요 말에서 하동가도 유라 메웨가라 아니 유라 제바체기 차와도 요레스
Is going in to suppress the cloudiness that arises from defilements in order to give vipassana an opportunity to perform its duties thereafter.
세상 라 시네 가르치고 그래서 생문 욕바 생기 욕자디 쓰니 당자디 점을 지고 요레스 당자 점에 지어서 딱 유기 내를 제바 챙게디 아니 하동레스
They can be separated into two main topics which demonstrate the relationship between the two.
다 시네기 땡체니 하동제 깨와이나 다 람드에기 라자 소디 수지규를 깨버레스
Tassa samathapu pankamang vipassanang bhavayato makko sanchayate. Among develops vipassana preceded by
다 디디스고레 자바지기 당보 하동 다 시네 응원도 송벨 하동 줍 디니 줍사나 아니 탑벨람 오마지 수수교랑 거 제버레스 야 타발라 드퉁행기 다 주도 신이버레스 람 랑규르 니버레스 랑규르 총버레스 디르샤 딱때 수르니도 인지 와라 제하교 인지니 하람
here is makko sanchayate.
다치다 하동도 송웨 신내 줍 야 신내도 송웨 하동도 디 남샤니 수구도 당보 shining do so laton dumna ya ani tabelam nyebares ya
the Noble Eightfold Path. It can be seen that
ya laton do so
if,
shine dumna ya
samatha and
kansa de la
vipassana do
ani
not come together, then the
tabelam
path
nyebares
definitely
disigdo
has not yet arisen. I will demonstrate by use the
Sijini
practices
di keba de la.
in Thailand, especially Mahanchula Buddhist University, as an example. In number one, samatha pupankamang vipassanang bhavete is a practice of vipassana. It means that the practice
tadi
intends
ngaju
to do
pejen
vipassana,
ang disigyo
but samatha gets there first.
karsa
In vipassana practice, what requires is wisdom or clear perception of
shiram
reality.
nyela tsene dine gom
But to be
tuwe
able
chapta ya nyela
to
gom
see that,
nyela dumne
it is
dine
necessary
tonyo
to
bishira
have
jele
a
ke
clean
ribani
mind.
gyarum jinam gi
So
kallo
what
sungyo
should
teda
be
tumba
done
sungyo
to
sardi
cleanse the mind to the point where one is able to see clearly? The answer
ta
is
tono gomba la
samatha.
ju gom tone ta
As
tawa la ju
mentioned
se jo
earlier,
di de chigbo
the
sungyo
duty of
sardi
samatha is to suppress restraint.
ta
Therefore, while we do
shine gu
vipassana,
goba di
at that time,
sim
our
nyogo
minds
se
are
de
not
cheza
yet
ngazo
clean. There are
shine gomu
still
di sem nang lo
asava
la
or mental
chunggu gu
intoxication
namdo
that
da
keeps
tebe
popping
ene
up.
gyo manggo
When that
yores
happens,
cheza
one
namdo
cannot continue to vipassana
ge
meditation.
manggo ji
We need a
ge ge manggo
clean
jing du
mental space. We want to return to the original mind that is free from
sem
kilesa
gi
or
ta
desires. Samatha will
kaso
help here
nyomo bi nyok pa da
by
tebe
increasing
rangshin
the
sem gi
space
thangcha di
of
ngodi
cleanliness
chigwa
in
kech
the
bure
mind and making vipassana possible.
o dire je
However,
sem gi rangshin kala du
samatha and
de
vipassana
de tu
are
wa
not
na
separated
ane
from
dine
each other.
chunggu
We
gi
do
namdo
not
de ge
practice them
korang gi henji gi
separately
rangshin ma
at
yin ba yin sa ko
different
ye ru
times.
se ru sum do
But these two go together. Let me give you an example.
shine da la do ni chigwa da mar de ni sum de du
Everyone
tu
is
res
listening to me, right?
mi cha za
Then you
seng do
become,
was da
then you become irritated for some reason. It could
ta
be
di
because I
sunan de
maybe
ke
speak too
sigre
quickly.
chishna nge ke ja joshe ne ya chigre thanda ta ta ji ma ji
Okay.
chishna
But
ya
let's say that there
nge
is
she
a
jo je de
condition
kena zo
arising in the mind,
ya
an
thona ma ye
irritability. The fact that this irritation arises
kena zo
is
semla sunan ke di
an indication that the asava or mental intoxication has
semna lo la
already
tan
arisen,
nyok pa di
or that
langbe
clouded-
din nam ju res di
has arisen. When that
semla
happens,
nyumo bi nyok
means
tip de
that
be
at that
nam ju
time,
res di
there is no concentration, there is no
ti
smile.
du ti ne ga so ta semla
What must be
tsi bi
done
ting je
next?
me be
The answer
yo
is
mare
that you have to remove or get rid of the defilements.
ta sem
The
gi
way to-
nyok pa
the
di
way is to specify the
se
condition
gore
is matched at the symptom that occurs. In this case, specify it as frustrating, closely and to the current. As you continue to specify definitely, the irritation will gradually weaken. This safe process
nyok pa di
is
ge
the work of
rimbe
samatha
chini
during
ngwe sung tu wa
vipassana.
na khali khali ko shie jo
When
res
following these steps, you can see that samatha has arisen since the beginning. And because of the continuity in specifying, it leads to appana samadhi. The mind will become pure, thus leading to the path of nibbana. This is practice.
tadi donyen dige mewa chagyu bi kor shege do shine di ngu su nungdu ene dobe nyomo dige ta nega bunga do rapa sigi miro ngu di
Which is where is
tu
the
mewa do
practitioner
sigido
intends to practice samatha, but vipassana arrives first. This means
mi ga she ji
that
shine nye la
the
dobe samlo kona
practitioner
ya
does not intend
la
to
ton
specify
ke wa
the
ji
condition as they are for vipassana in the first
kinde di
place.
shine king di shine
It is
king khangsa
merely
di
to specification
ta
to
ngara su
prevent
la ton di ran
disturbing
khonju
emotions
samata se di
from
kwa yu
coming
sare
in.
mendo che zan ta sherab
Those
ke
who
yu ta
practice
shine gi tunye di ke chang yu mares
preventing defilements from entering. Events from the past will come in and will be prevented. Future matters
debe namdo dige ko ka
prevented.
mong be
The
gi
prevention
namdo de
here
du ma su che
and intention or specification or surprise all the time being only.
ta 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 wala sem le ne sha tue ji che
Practitioner
ores
will continue to specify knowing. with the aim of just suppressing them at that moment. This is not yet oriented in a way to perceive reality.
다 카톡 니모 수드네디 대상의 뱅 말에 뇌에서 말로보다 신고기요레스
The knowledge of impermanent or the lack of permanent arises. Both dukkha and anatta also arise. When that happens, bodhipakya dhamma or dhammavichaya, dhamma selection, yoniso manasikara also arise. When this happens, it means that vipassana has occurred. And when the mind says or
데레미도 메다바 참모르지 소소게 ngosum도 우치니 지금도 유튜브이나 다투디 하동 코제 텐다 샴 비파사나 세지도 디 토비 새로 시작도
Samatha and Vipassana in Buddhism are active action systems, not passive actions.
제가 텐다 하동다 신인이 ngösu 지게 냠네 저스 지 조회 냠네 레마도 디카 타와 참 마레스 두슈에르샤
Aramanu panijjhana and Lakhanu panijjhana. Aramanu panijjhana is object scrutinizing jhana, means focusing your emotions by means of samatha. And
the Arimanu Prajana Laka Nupa Jana Ni Sungudwa.
Contemplating and seeing the three marks of existence according to vipassana. And this is the jhana of samatha and vipassana that work together in action.
Gandela Yula Zejudu Hene Neva Jigda Zeju Nebe Mula and Shili Chabacheji. Shubani Sungur Chesat Konini Nangeke Mares.
Samatha and vipassana have different.
Shinin Sundu Matewaina. 아니 아주 다 토톡 말해 이나야 신내 달하던 레를 랑랑게 제일 말아와 요래
practitioners might attend to necessary mental quality.
그래서 신내 달하던 데로 랑랑게 유연 무슨 저거 창국 요래
liberation from asava kilesha or mental defilements. As for samatha based on aramanu panijjhana, it can be practiced separately from vipassana. Why it may not aim for permanent elimination of defilement, it can serve as a foundational.
다야 신내 학도도 맞네 신내 냠로 칭해지기 자와 당진 고뇌 된다라 마고네 신내 고매들 연구래.
On the basis of accurate understanding.
이나야 신내 오마 금겐지기 신내 고매 고버디구나 학동에도 제 된다고 공부했어. 어디 숨고도.
Thank you very much, Venerable Maha Kumpon Klai Suvan, for your insightful paper. Our next and last
is
Venerable Professor Dr.
Jezum subject catchawadi champion tuji sheshe dijela chakmunda doru chakmunda kom maimani resha parvani
Sasana Lacha Dhamacharya and Vinaya Vidu in the late 1990, and also he obtained a PhD degree in Buddha Dharma.
Yangon Seri Sajadel Chungsha, and it in a Kuchukopchilula Gelon to Wache, and the Koran speak Kuchukotu the Kukudwala Lobjon to get Tusha, Chujo Lobjon to get and Chema, you don't show some la Buramba Tusha. And the international Thomas Samalade.
To the organizing committee,
the Korea social
because it makes
Geji Nambe
meet together
Sojendi Korea social
to have a dialogue between two traditions or two or three or more traditions.
Sanjay Chugizing Nisumsh Kande Diparula Pazu Delam Saducheda and Najo Kasure. Pazu Kojet Pereche Koapchi Nawala, Pujeche Shui.
we are different in terms of color or the wearing, or appearance and so on.
남규기 차니다
But we are
수고
the
초도기
same
차니 아니 게이기 차니
in
맞아
the
보이나요?
ultimate sense. The dukkha
탑도는 알아
means
상마 아니
we are
동네에
being of
셈제
the dukkha.
뭐 직주 차대요레스
So our physical and mental body is made up of
알아서
dukkha.
치 수보다 난게 심리가 동네랑 시전 제
Every minute and second.
계직 레레라 리다 세니가
So we share the same nature of the dukkha.
제산당 알아서 메다와도 동네랑 시전도
During the Buddha's time,
충분해
even before the
로체
appearance of the
내래
Buddha.
상계
Or
최백값
now, even
미나
in
상계
this modern age,
최 시백값 미나
we
찍버레스
remain the same as the dukkha being.
동네 라시 찍게
So
셈제 뭐
what
찍고
makes a difference is a view.
상어 좀
The way
맞아봐
we see
되게
things is a
나라서
different.
양 최적
In this
따와다
way,
되게 마티
we
보여래
had a different view. We had a different view, and then we have a different attitude.
그래서
Because
삼로다
of this
삼로
different
되고 우왕게
attitudes,
삼로
different
양직
views, and we have a different action.
따둑 수그래
So mostly
랑루 마타지
in the
요래
Kajana Gotta Sutta, the Buddha explained. So why is like
가자는
this?
고다
This is a
시베
short
도디 나라 산지 갈송여스나
PowerPoint. So it is playing, so I will keep on talking. So please enjoy.
파워프레인 그게 빠르게 땡기땡기 나라 계지
It is
시기
talking about how the Buddha appear in the world.
다디 산지
So
지대도
before the
최백고를 계지
appearance of the Buddha, there is, you may see, the world is in the
쉐이.
complete darkness.
디 산지 지대도
Because we
최백값으로
have
잠불링디
a
미나
different ideas, a different view, we fight one another.
아니
We
지단에
are making
알아서
more and more problems.
따와
in the
미드베
world.
왕게 편주야
So that-
저바
that's why
식수부 되기 요레스 디인디
The
마티부
Buddha is
식수부
an
요레스
embodiment of the compassion and wisdom.
산지에서도 다
So,
독재당
Then the Buddha appear in the
아니
world.
시랍이
After 60
타두비랑시
year long practice,
차대요레
then so he make the world
산지 지대도
better
전이다
place to live in. And
잠불린디
also he
간다
make the
지가소에
people, the
주주 딱
beings,
간다 가서
to be more
되네
ethical
네디
and also to be more intelligent.
가소에 이유동화지다 미소에는
So in
시랍제지도
this way,
유튜버레스
appear in the world, and also as we constantly hear that Bahujana Hidaya, Bahujana Sukhaya. So for the welfare and well-being of the all sentient beings, the Buddha appear.
타입의 샘제 탐지기
But
된다라
what did
산기
the
지대
Buddha
가서 쳐버레스
do for us is
산지 지대
not
가서
giving
전에
any
먼저 가르나스나마이 알아서 벤조들의 개믹스 나온 말레스
blessing. But
야 믹스의
what the
지랍들의
Buddha
진 나온
gave
말레스
is three trainees.
당아조 산지기 마 나샤기 녜바 소리
Can
소리
you, next
라바숭미
slide, please?
냠레데레스
Next slide. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, the Buddha gave three trainees
산지기 가서 라바숭다
for the
다워
liberation
타마디
from all kinds of
제
miseries.
디키마디
So
띵에데
from the
디
liberation
고마디
from being
아니 시랍제 엔 디네 타바디 지양지양스
in
타바디
the suffering. So that is
나라조 샘제 둥에 라시제도 수바인자 둥에 데베 둥에 데라 타베 탈람디 산지기 타
so to
라바숭
gain
송바레
this purpose, the Buddha explained that the Buddha provide
미규다
three
타바라
trainings,
레브 된다라 아니
morality, concentration, and wisdom.
수dim
So please next slide.
띵에지 아니 시랍 라바숭 바레스
So then, so I will talk about the leading role of the morality.
수dim기 젤레 거르 슈바이나
And there are three things. It is
수dim디 싸워차데요레스
quotation from the
람다 제부
Venerable
니가 야 깨게 도마깨 봐도 빼 다 대부분의 세상이 시차되어스
and the noble path and fruition. Without that foundation, there can be,
수dim기 싸워
without the
매바이나
foundation of the morality, there will be no absorption, jhana,
디 말스 가스쿠레
phala.
토중기 시랍이 말스 야고 말스 섬중기 시랍이 말스 댕이니 메나 아니 람 요 말스 나다 람 매바이나 둠제 요 말스 대부 요 말스 Chazan ta tsuru de mata budures.
Concentration meditation and
Tingizi
insight meditation.
maire tsuru mena tingizi mares.
Without
Tsuru
keeping
mena
our
ya
morality
shirabiyo
pure,
mares.
concentration will not be possible. Without the concentration, deeper and sharper concentration, insight, knowledge cannot be expected.
Tsuru de go ta bujire ta
Simile is
dewe go degi go ane tingizi go ta bucha deres.
so the door of
Ta tsawa
joy.
mama ane go
If we
this
consider our morality
ta
pure,
tsuru desumda chatum
we
bares.
feel a kind of a satisfaction.
타베기 고차 데레 추름디 대화차 데레 추름디 대외 탑람에 차 데레 추름디 띵이지기 아니 고에 차 데레스 대외고
It will be
어디 차
followed by the
데레스
concentration. So next slide, please. So in this way, morality serve as the leading role of
어디인데 딱 추름디 싸워차 데기도 왔어 토마시 데체 마마데체 고타부 어디 숨다 빼자도
You skip one more. Please, one slide back.
par 코마데 테로치 어디 있으래
One slide back.
디 코나치
So here, because I purposely skip the role of the concentration because we need to emphasize.
다 시럽기 제일
Without
커레스나
the morality, there will be no concentration.
추름 메와이나
Without
띵이지 요마레
there will be no wisdom.
띵이지 메나 시럽이
The
요마레스
stage of the wisdom is here like a step, stairway.
다 단다 띵이지기
It
된다
started from the
케이크
analytic
rim바도
knowledge
디레스
of the mentality and materiality, and also it go to the what the realization or the I cannot sing.
된다 버리디 코라야고 시투메서레
So up to that level, okay, that is ago,
Yeah.
Pinganyana, Bayanyana, Arinova, Nevida, Mosidu, and also Patisankanyana, Nuloma Nyana, and also Godarabu Nyana. And then please next slide. Then
다디 지다 니로마 지다 시럽기 제일 루지레샤
knowledge and fruition knowledge. So but knowledge eradicate all mental defilements. So
다 시럽기 제일 쪼데 가레세나 셈기 녀모디 타 파이게 리바 숨기 토니
the fruition
파이
knowledge,
제체
the knowledge associated with the fruition,
아니 리바 다 리바 시레 공다가 리바 시
it
다 디임바다
completely
콘소 기슈 치용 치용 안 다주바
mental
시게서레
defilements in 4 stages.
다 녀모기 리바
That is the rule of the
신도 빵네 다 제부싱원도 제 빵자 빵바싱원도 제 어디스기서레 디다 시럽기 제레스
So then we need to emphasize about the level of concentration.
다 지다 제직바
Concentration is
직체
samadhi.
근데 띵이
Samadhi
직체 얘네
has a
띵이
three level in my understanding
켜봐봤으니
of the Abhidhamma
숨수고도 제직바 직체 근데 띵이 직체 띵이 켜봐봐
So
이를
if
무슨
we
이유였어
study the first book of the Abhidhamma, that is
다다
Dhamma
먼저
Sangha,
된다 응어박이 배자 테라바데 나 응어박이 배자 당보도 따와이나
samadhi has
제와이나
three levels.
야라다 신내들라 리버스 미오레스
One pointness of the mind.
당보디
One pointness of the mind. It is called Citta Sikagata. When it arrives,
제치그랑지 미바치그랑지가 때대버치
when it arrives together with the unwholesome mentalities or any other mentalities, it remains as a one pointness. It cannot be God. It
베네
is
베는
one
가나서
practice.
따디 시내랑 모두 베까리 있어 베는 유모도 이제 깨와이나 야 미과데라 마요와치네 다랑 데투도 되게 따띵이지 더우지 제지버 지요레스
Working group of the jhana absorption stage, then it is a time to become a part of the jhana padas. So part of the jhana padas. This is also cooperative collective effort of the Vidaka, Vijara, Bidi, Sukha, Ekagata. So they are also Ekagata remain the same, but so in the definition they are provided. It is called Samadhi. Okay, Samadhi is there. So when we go further, when we make it deeper and sharper level, in incorporation with the Eightfold Noble Path. As an Eightfold Noble Path,
다디 베다 다디네 아주 고무라 캬니 신네 고마라 마케와이네 띵이즈 거로 캬바 직게 중고로와 다디 키마디 바디 사레 디네 팔라메라 이게 냠네 슈크슈부야고 제투와이나 네 띵이즈 라바 캬바바디 다디 신네스 유스레 오디 키그레스
but it may not be good for us. But the Buddha used the word samma as a praiseworthy concentration. So that the concentration cannot happen alone. If it remained alone, it will not be a samma samadhi, because it was together with the other 7 component parts. It functions well as a superior concentration. So
진에 코나 깐장지기 다 람기 코나서 람기 릭드스 유저 다티 장조소드스 유저 데젠 듄디 디다 마제와이나 네 신에 깐장기 타벨람 제투에다 케요마레 세지 덴데로 추송소
central rule of the concentration.
다디
So this is very common to
다
you.
띵에지기 칠레디 코레 디케나서 킹그로와
Morality, okay, concentration.
나와숨들이 어디
They work together. And then I already explained you about the rule of the morality.
다 추름다 추름 제레데 띵은 슈쇼와 개체쇼들의 슈쇼와
Concentration play the central role.
아니 디네 다 위기 개 바로 개체와디 띵에즈레스 토마 개체쇼디 추름레스
So if we are practicing concentration meditation,
야 추름 야보지 띵에즈 야보지 공부이나
it is an object or characteristics. The other day we are very calm and peaceful. There will be no violation of the physical and verbal activity.
띵에즈 야보지 바네 셈라 녀바이 메와체 룽아기 요즘 뭐보지 dom투그레스
Concentration, training of a concentration, maintain the purity of the morality.
제가 다 띵에즈 야보 공통만에 디 추름다 추 펜도 체 슈크슈부 체투그레스
Strengthen our wisdom. And
다
also
딘데지기 띵에즈 야보 요바이나 알아서 셰럽디 땡로 땅에지 셰럽 사두게 딘데 그레스 셰럽게 다 셰럽 슬라이드 ngöbenezu shingöbenezu 타투디 델쿠그레스 디 동에기 셰럽스
very central rule. Why it is a supporting morality pure.
세상 띵에지기디 추름라에 파 펜도체 셰럽에 깨버체 주디 다제 니가라 니가기 제소르베 아니 다 가수레 라바자 차데레스
Develop a superior concentration.
다 시네드 루탄디 다 띵에지 켜보발라도 시네스 유저레 다디 르바데네 코수다지 도지멘스 지단디 시네 루탄 탈마 몽보여레스
Concentration to the deepest level, highest level.
당저 시네 체토쇼데 게라 어저 르바
Breathe, everyone is breathing.
텐다데시 나시슈스 당보디 우중오드레샤
And also, another purpose is that in the breathing meditation,
우중오 갑수
there will be, it is a combination. Breathing meditation or breathing object is a focal point of the 3 formations, sankhara, kaya sankhara, bodily formation, vaji sankhara, verbal formation, and also citta sankhara, mental formation. The 3 formations come together in the
세상 다디디 디스 남남기 최된데 쓰겠어요 수부디
That's why I
야보데체 우디 헤네 마땅 고야직체
Samadhi Sutta. So please step like this. Breath. Firstly, we have to keep
동보디
be
우
mindful on
중오디 우라 섬샤네
out breath, and also it will be. After some time, it will be. You will find it calmness of the hour in breath and out breath. Here, bodily formation means in breath and out breath. And also then we will feel that the happiness, pity, joy, and so on.
근데 엔디네
Citta sankhara. Yes. Then we have
오중오디게 에네 수불 회 봐요 그래서 디네 셈디
calmness of the mentality and also
템보 준도 에네 신네 셈기 시디 칼리칼 랭그레스
mentality. So in this way, we will see things as they really are. So then, in this way, our concentration became a very, very superior.
어 디레치 네 카르베치네 장바이나 나주기다 띵게제 캬보바 차두르스 세상 장마라
To practice or to undertake
딘데게
meditation,
아나바나사디 곰세지오레 고저 곰 타노치 나치 있었는데 딘데 다테 돔르 gemsun도 디레 케웨스 자 어디 로촌 장에 아니 타벨람 라야 니에텐다 페조나로 나쇼이.
Okay, thank you very much.
아니 딘데지 준슈와이 Professor Dr. Kanamukala 투지체
and knowledgeable paper.
tamshe subject ya chos na so tu che ta twatini chigni na twani ran chi na rona
Anyone like to ask
is
a
it
question?
twana do yoy na
To the
dejagal pero ya khabar yen ni la re che san de pero na is
indicate
it
in your
twana do
name and your country.
so so lungba da so so min so na do du
Go
chiksung
to the point.
an lamsa
Long question.
tega twana rona de dung ring bu ma shero nas masur nas konda na mo che twa do yun na nas.
Technician man, help. This one not working yet. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Chua pyo ko kam na tu ji che
With the grace of the Dalai Lama and the blessing of the Buddha, it's
jor mi ji gi tu
great
ji la
honor to
ta
be
san
here
ji
in
gi
the International
chila gu
Sangha
wang gi
Union.
mo de
To
gi gi de chu
briefly
de la
introduce myself, I'm
na
Triko
cham shu ji da
Rinpoche. I'm
Ni mi
15. I'm from
lo
Bhutan.
chong nga dug ni ni min tu gu khar sa yin sa
Bhutan. Just to introduce, Bhutan is a place blessed by Guru Padma Sambhava.
Bhutan di ta
There are many pilgrim sites there. If anyone
gur
here
rum bu
is-
che gi
is any
ching
great
la bi ne cha yin
masters
du
that would,
Bhutan la ne sa shi ba shu du
Just 1 second. Can you mention who on those 4 speakers you want to ask for?
It's anyone who has the answers.
Anyone, okay.
su le ne chua pyu gi
The question is,
che du le ne je do na du de ne sa shi
throughout
gu re
the session
ko
and
song song
the past few,
tenda de da
past days,
debe
was
nimani
wondering,
khone
since
de tamshe
there wasn't much
Baby
discussion
Nala.
on the, Vajrayana Buddhism
tepa
compared to
chumbe
the others,
ta de
so I was
sanga
wondering
doji
if there
tebe
was a
ko la
reason or why.
di
That's the question.
khansa de chule chemi do ti gyunje khres
Honorable, you like to answer? I couldn't get the question too. Not very clear.
Sorry.
Can you speak?
nima khashe shring la de nga zo tamche pe de na la doji tebe ko la keke mi sanga doji tebe ko la keke mi do tamche
There was
de
not
kharsin
much
maybe gyunje khres
discussion on the Vajrayana Buddhism. I was wondering why.
Yeah, I don't know who will you like to answer. The question is why the Vajrayana meditation is not discussed at this conference. Yes, go ahead, please. Geshima.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
sing do es
Your question was why there was no discussion of the Vajrayana, right?
doji tebe ko la chuba
Ask the organizer.
din du ta kuju so jong la
Maybe just brief
suro
my own
nas
kind of personal thing.
ena ngara gergi samju do du shu
Vajrayana
na
is a secret mantra,
nga la dus sanga sanchi bebe do
so
jing mi du
it's more like a personal.
di ger so so nyamne che ji
Selected people could.
ani mi khashe mi ta ji
So maybe
ta khansa gyeje sgirwa
my guess. Okay, so that you should get
khansa
the answer.
gyeje gi ene sanji gi temba chi wa yin za di zo di ta ko
The
kuti nang
Venerable on the
to
right,
naru nas
please indicate your name, your country, and the question toward anyone here, please. Thank you. Technician man, please.
nge Tibeti tanda Professor Leni Gala Shiri Nivasaka Tero kong chola yin ane kong tagi seri tone ane gom nyamlen jebe kabla lebe chashi to dang korla song song nge dagran tola ane Tibeti shya yin ane tanda ngazo ki kong song song gom jebe kabla occipital lobe lega chigre song song ngazo ongwu nga ki ane 통솔당 토소 레신드스 내가 집에 갑라 콘솔라 내가 제게 슈경기 다트게 지고라 다딘데 존에 신의 것도 레바게 내가 지기 여러봐 대상 땅아서 신의 저거 곰티베 갑라 콘솔기 따단다 옥시피톨 로 내가 지기 여바나 콘솔라 내가 제게 슈경기 다트게데 간데스 다트게 여레스 혀 직제 이바디 가서 다 희는라지 곰 대비 갑도라 아니 당부 통마 세컨 카시 지르나 mik바디 아니 셈디 mik바디 강라 세직도 네 대바 용거로 발다 디네 세컨 카시 두두 삼발라 양 희니게 게기소 징화당 보바 딘디 온도 송디거데 곰짝에 가사거라 다 mik발라 세직도 네요 삼삼라버 딘디 세기도 와 지상 덴디기 안에 희니게 개기 증거기 어느로 손에 심잉의 갑도들라 욕보 공부보라 욕보 학고야기 덴데 탑시 가려요레스 효야직 덴에 이바티 안에 심세직도 네베 갑라 레베기 차시기 내가 지게 양심디 mik발레 요네 징화당 고바 가롱도 도테베 갑라 양 레바가 차시 민다바기 덴데게 내가 지게 So,
Venerable asked 3 questions, but I will just point out one, because since we need to wrap up. So basically, the question was when we, of course, when we 5 senses are being utilized, the message being transmitted through the occipital lobe.
signal danger data
inside when you were in a meditative state, how is the message being transmitted? That was the question.
Thank you for asking this, that question. When we meditate, we are in the one object position. We take one object.
미도 당겨래 미도 숨겨래 아니 근데 왕백이 유라 첼레데 가겨래 우도네나 우크라 janjangla yig nabashi mi 당겨래
Our mind is moving to the one object position.
mi bachirangila shagyore
We don't take any sensual objects from outside.
공의 왕백이
Sometimes the messages are
왕보 par tenne tela pa 왕백이 lo tegyo mare
whatever we have heard, whatever we have tasted, all these past experiences
데베 템바든데 삼조 연구래 삼도 나로나
we are meditating,
곰장인데
we recognize them and we
되게 셴버체바체 고바티 고방 뇌숨바체
into the
아니 미바 당로 잘라 줄로 때 되고랬어
meditate in this manner. Just
근데 지금
concentration is there in the mind. So when we get that concentration,
딘데게 다 쪼디 미바치가 때 된디
peaceful, calm,
대왕게 다 지단 소소한 게 무슨 메와이네 미셴베단디게 다데오나 수수부리 배 파데와다 아니
as the sense
회 팝데와다 저양 짐디 데와 드레 통구 가서 짐스 고레 다 템보친 데와
are coming into the mind. At that time, we neglect them.
데베 남도들 로 차와나 디 야메당시 야미바데 라자수 셈 두고레스
Lenagala, sorry. So since, I think because many of the monks, many of the Sangha members take only 1 meal a day. So
자 게디 마보지다 니마지라 뒤직마지 샬라마충에 드레디 뒤주베 드레디 데 가사 드레데 죽디 지구도 다된사 나주데 담시에다 조경 담시나가다 조경 원소라 투질레 비게 차게 피웨디 르미니베디라 파 두기 최선타데
15 seconds?
sure.
Yes.
가차 정아지 까미 슈초지
Unfortunately, the world is in the scary situation. The
zamlu naulolata
so, for example, among our Sangha alone, not talking
lo shis
about
nalola
worldwide.
ngarazu gendu de nalola ya
ordained bhikkhu and bhikkhuni due to
neem ge wang ge ta
and one very sad news
gundu
arrived to
yada
us
gajish
at this is
thong
our acting
tong da
Sangaraja.
se dong
He had just
ta nga zo
passed
pege
away the last 4 weeks exactly today. And he's one of the best scholars
durang ma
on Tibetan
da wa chi
and
khong la
other issues
ni ma
among
tha garang la de kong
Vietnamese
kong bu
Sangha.
zo vitam gi
And
la
this
jen
is
ji re
one
sha
of- among many other senior Sangha. I
nga
guess
zo vietnam gi ta
have been
kyang wa chi bu
lost
ji
in
re
the past 3-4 years,
che sa
particularly
ta lo
fewer in this year, but
lo kha she
still
chen
the effect
chong
of
de
the
yo
world
chong
problem
ching re
still affect
chung
on us.
chong ba de chung yo
I'd
re
like to,
che zamne chi la kya be
appeal
ka nge chain
for
du
us
tin de
to try to develop and build up our brotherhoods between and sisterhoods as well.
ka nge ta mi bang bu je de chong song ba yin za nga ra zo rab chung gi de nang lo tu du
Hopefully organizing
ya che chi
more and
na ro
more
na shue che en
this
tin de ri
sort of,
tin de ri
seminar
gi ta
conferences
chong
that
de
we've been
ka ma ma ji
getting closer, discussion
ku ti na ro na en nga ra zo pa zu
and
da ka
we
to ba
may
chi gi
like
jin
to
ju yin wa
learn
pa
and
zu
share each other
du she
about what we have
kun ni du
learned
she ji
in our,
zhang tue gi
special tradition or nation. Thank you very much.
zhang yon wa ji da te la te ne pe
Another general
su su gyu la
to
sang yi gi
the
ta ba
organizer, Abu
je
El,
be do zhe de
who
de
are out there
yung ge
to
wei
do
zang za
more and more for
den
the
duwa
Sangha
kudu so shung da de cha zang la ri gu xue ji la je ma den de kudu kang tu du na ro na xue yin
Now may I request Kyabje Kundini Rinpoche, our guest of honor,
gu de lu bu je cho la de ko na zo sung xian na nge da zo jong wa na sung xian na nge cha zang la ne tu ji le bu cha ge na ro na xue yin
so first, Honorable Thi Quang Ba, our chairperson for the session. Next, Venerable Professor Lenagala Srinivasa Thero. Next, Venerable Geshe-ma Tenzin Lhajun. After that, we have Venerable Pramaha Kunpon Klai Suwan, Samachito. And next we have Venerable Professor Dr. Chantamuka. Professor Chantamuka. So this concludes the Samadhi session. And so may I now request the speakers to take a photo session together. So this concludes the morning session, and the afternoon session would be exploring the depths of Pana or Prajna, an examination of Annata or Shunyata in the Pali canons and the Prajna Paramita Sutras and its practical implications in today's world. So I would like to request all of you to be back here. We will start actually at 1 p.m. sharp. So please have your lunch and be back before that. Thank you.